I'm Dr. Mike Nyack. I'm a board-certified facial plastic surgeon in St. Louis, Missouri. I've been practicing facial plastic surgery for almost 20 years, and over those 20 years, I have been shocked by how important skincare is in terms of maintaining the results that I create, preventing your need to come see me in the first place, or preparing your skin for having an excellent outcome after surgery. Everybody knows that cleansing is important, but once your skin is cleansed, the acronym GRASS, G-R-A-S-S, is a good place to start in remembering the basic building blocks of a skincare routine. The G stands for growth factors, and there are some really well-known ones out there like TNS from Skin Medica or Neocutis Bioserum. Those are really well-known national brands. Our growth factor that I like a lot is called Youthful Glow, and it is an excellent private label growth factor that you can see at the links below. Those serve as cellular signals to your cells that help turn on production of collagen, turn on production of elastin, and basically think of it as like hormones for the cells that keep them young and spry. And those are growth factors, and I think they're very important. That's our G in GRASS. The R in the GRASS acronym stands for retinoids. Retinoids are a vitamin A derivative, and they are technically hormones. The very definition of hormone is a molecule that goes into the nucleus of the cell, the brain of the cell, and turns on or off genes. And the gene that retinoids turn on really well is the collagen production gene. So retinoids do a really good job of increasing collagen production in the skin. They also do a really good job of getting rid of the old dead skin layer, exfoliating the outer dead skin layer of the skin. Retinoids come in various strengths. Prescription retinoids include Retin A, and it's a pretty strong one, can be pretty irritating. Non-prescription over-the-counter retinoids can be made in all kinds of different forms and formats and strengths. And in my line, we have 3 non-prescription retinoids. We have a retinol 50, a retinol 100, and retinol renewal pads. The 50 and the 100, as you might imagine, are on the milder side, a little bit stronger side. And then the retinol renewal pads just fit very well into, we like to put a lot of things in pads where it's easy for you to use. You don't have to worry about dosing, and it's just really convenient, especially for travel. So what I would say is if you're just starting out, if you have sensitive, dry skin or are prone to redness, I would do the retinol 50, something really mild, and start that every other night or maybe even every third night and make sure your skin can tolerate it. That's a real mild type of retinol. If you want a little more aggressive retinol, a little oilier skin type, a little thicker skin type, you might work your way up to the 100 or the pads. The next letter in our acronym, we talked about G for growth factors, R for retinoids, is A, and that stands for antioxidants. So every day your skin's being assaulted by ultraviolet light and by free radicals from car exhaust and all the chemicals that you're exposed to on a daily basis. Those chemicals irritate the skin, they age your skin, they damage your DNA directly. Well, antioxidants do exactly what they say. They help fight oxidative damage. And one of the best antioxidants you can use on your skin is topical, meaning put on the surface, vitamin C. And it's got to be a good, highly stabilized vitamin C product. And our Glow C is actually that. So in the next step in our regimen, the A for antioxidants, Glow C is a perfect example. The final 2 letters in the acronym, SS, stand for sunscreen and specialty products. So the sunscreen I have here is the sunscreen that I wear every single day. I have it on right now. It is my absolute favorite sunscreen. It's by a company called Elta, and it is incredibly lightweight, but it's still a 40-plus protection. And I use the pigmented sunscreen. I use the tinted sunscreen. It doesn't add any color to my face, but it keeps, especially on a darker skin type, it keeps the sunscreen from looking white or streaky. It vanishes when you put it on your face. It doesn't feel heavy. I use it every single day, whether I'm going outdoors or not. GRAS, the final S is specialty products, and that kind of depends on your skin's special needs. I have our 3 most common specialty products here. One is the Glow Weekly Pads. The Glow Weekly Pads, we pour the peel solution onto the pad and use that once a week. A lot of people will do it like on Friday night. It's basically an at-home, very mild chemical peel. Your skin will look phenomenal the next morning. This is not for sensitive skin. This is for skin that tends to get a little dry and dull and needs to be kind of perked up. It's a great weekend treatment, and you would do that in the evening. Friday evening, your skin looks fantastic for Saturday. On the contrary, if you have more of a red skin type, an irritable skin type, your specialty product might be the Redness Relief Complex. And that's really good for calming red, irritation-prone skin. Or if you're like me and you're pigment-prone and every little thing leaves dark spots, my very favorite product, Koji Pads, would be the specialty product for you. While the most important thing is that you use products like this at all, ideally certain ones are better during certain times of day. The peel type products, the glow pads, which are weekly, I would do those in the evening when you go to bed. Wake up in the morning with beautiful bright skin. The anti-pigment products like the Koji Pads start just in the evenings. They can be used twice a day. You could actually use a Koji Pad in the morning and in the evening, but definitely start in the evening. The antioxidant, the Glow C, that's best to use during the daytime when you're going to be out in the sun. Obviously, the sunscreen is best when you're going to be out in the sun. Those things help protect you from the environment, from pollutants, and from sun damage. Now that you know the components of a complete skincare system, don't wait until you've already damaged your skin before you start to use them. At the very least, get on an antioxidant, get on sunscreen, and get on a retinoid in your 20s. Your skin will look forever better than trying to regain this look when you're in your 40s or 50s. A lot of people find a multi-step skincare routine overwhelming. So if you really want to do the absolute bare minimum, sunscreen is completely non-negotiable. Retinoids, I think, are phenomenal for maintaining the youth, health, vigor, vitality, thickness of your skin. And if you could sneak one other thing in, it's the Koji Pads at nighttime. I think that is the absolute bare minimum, and you'll see a fantastic improvement and maintenance of your skin for it. If you're trying to build your skincare regimen on a budget, places you might save are on the cleanser. Drugstore cleansers can be actually really, really nice. And even maybe on the sunscreen. There's some great drugstore sunscreens that work well and are well priced. Places that you really want to focus your budget and get the best product possible would be the pigment product. Koji Pads in particular are the single best thing I've ever seen. And again, as a single product by itself, they do an amazing job. And on the vitamin C. If you buy vitamin C that's not stable, it's not actually going to work because it breaks down right in the bottle. Vitamin C's like this are high quality. They're in dark glass bottles or stabilized. If you're going to buy vitamin C, make sure you get one that works. My personal skincare routine, I use our gentle cleanser. After that, I should be using a growth factor, but I don't. I should. I use the retinoid pads, the retinol renewal pads. I think they are fantastic. I use the vitamin C. This is the exact sunscreen that I use. It's got a tint to it, and I like that because it keeps it from looking white on my darker skin. It doesn't make your skin change color. It just keeps the whiteness of the sunscreen from being visible at all. It disappears. I use the Koji Pads as my specialty product because my skin, the problem is pigment. I tend to get little dark spots everywhere, and the Koji Pads are my defense against that. You can find all of these products and more that were developed specifically for use at my facial plastic surgery practice at the product links below. If you found that helpful and you'd like to learn more about looking your best and aging your best, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and give us a thumbs up.